Hi everyone, Dr. Po Raval. Welcome to Archmaker. I am a podiatric physician in practice for over 35 years. And today we're going to talk about a subject that keeps coming back and forth in the news, and it's fairly controversial, with a new spin on it, on whether barefoot running and walking are better for you for balance, for nerve stimulation, to prevent falls, and for longevity, they're saying. So is barefoot running better for longevity? So let's talk about the theory behind this. If you walk barefoot, the theory goes that it stimulates the nerves of the foot. So the nerves run between all the tendons of the foot. They run alongside them, between the muscle spaces, and behind your ankle. They come from the upper body down to the toes. Theory is that if you walk barefoot, it sensitizes the nerve better and gives you a checks and balances feedback to your brain to say, this is where I am and this is how I can maintain balance. And by stimulating the nerve, the theory is that it improves longevity. So, Born to Run was a fairly famous book on a tribe of barefoot runners that were always doing long distance runs in the woods. So we as human beings have always been in shoes. And so I would say that there are a lot of caveats to this statement. Number one, the claim is that stimulation of the nerves stimulates the muscle, adds to balance. Balance leads to less falls and longevity. You can stimulate, so yes, this is true. Certainly it is safe to walk barefooted as long as you do not have sensory deficits like you see in diabetes or nerve issues, because that can sensitize the skin. It can open the skin. It can produce wounds that may not heal or infections. However, we all love a great walk on the sand in our bare feet for lots of reasons. It does stimulate the nerves differently. But as far as walking and running, I have to say there are a couple differences. Number one, today, you can go to any podiatrist and say, I want an orthotic that does not reduce my nerve stimulation as I run. And so there are materials that we use, a thinness of the thermoplastic that we use that mimics barefoot running, allows better sensation in the arch, the heel, and the toes, so that you still have sensory feedback. Number two, high thickness shoes often take away from this, meaning all the cushioning is coming from the shoe and you have less and less sensation on the foot, which a lot of people like, because if your feet hurt, you have a lot of cushion and you don't feel the feet. Does this lead to more falls? Actually, we are finding that it does. Shoes that have thicker soles often allow a lot of wobble in the ankle and less sensation. So if you're going to run in a shoe with high thickness, for instance, Hoka's, make sure you have a custom orthotic in there that increases sensation. Number three, the feeling is there is no feeling better than barefoot walking. Well, this is great as long as you're not on a surface that has rough rocks that can cut you, other things that can desensitize skin, calluses desensitize skin, so that you cannot make this general statement that this is what stimulates nerves. And whether it leads to longevity, tangentially, maybe if you stimulate your nerves and you have more sensation and you have neurofeedback to the brain somewhere along the way, perhaps that increased nerve sensation will help you with longevity, but is one of many, many factors. So I think that this statement is false. Can walking improve longevity? No. Does you have to walk barefoot in order to increase sensory input, increase balance, and reduce falls? No. There are many ways to do that, and you can use orthotics and proper shoes, and even what we call orthopedic or natural shoes to achieve the same result. So I hope this is helpful. and take care of your feet, take care of your skin.